Hey everybody, it's Lori. Back again with another painting video. Today I'm going to do a tile, 4 1/4 inch white ceramic tile. These white ceramic tiles are great. These particular ones you can buy at your local Lowe's or a Home Depot. They usually have them in stock. Pretty easy to find usually. If you want to give this a try, I've got my recipes and my paints listed down in the description box for you. And I will also go over them with you now really quick. So what I have here today is, I'm going to use a white base paint that's a house paint. It's actually from Color Place, which I actually got at Walmart. It's just a satin white interior house paint. I don't always use house paint in my paintings. This particular one I'm going to. We're just going to get started here. I'm going to pour it right into the center. I think I just had a, I've been using this for a couple pours, so I've got some dry paint around the edges of the cup. I think I just saw some of it fall into the middle of my paint. See if I can find it. Oh, lost it. Well, I had it. I think I had it. Well, anyway, it'll probably spin off anyway. We're going to be spinning this painting out on my spinner. So, that's all good. I don't see anything clumpy in there, so maybe I got it. Anyway, so there's our white house paint. Next up, I'm going to do today Phthalo Green by Liquitex Basics here in my bottle. These are all pre-mixed with Floetrol paint and water. I do 80, 40, 30. For my paint recipe, I will be listing, like I said, down in the description box for you. If you have any questions or on it, feel free to contact me in the comments below. I would love your feedback on my videos. If you want to also leave suggestions or comments, I'd appreciate it. My YouTube channel is new. Please subscribe. I'd also appreciate that. And if you could hit the like button, that would be great. It'll help my channel to grow. It'll get it out there to more people to see it. This color here is an iridescent cerulean blue. Love the iridescence. They add a little shimmer to everything. It just makes it look so pretty. This is Artist Loft's paint here. This is violet. Her friends call her purple. This is Quinacridone Magenta. Liquitex Basics. Quinacridone Magenta. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not 100% sure. But I don't want to say it 3 times fast. I'm going to put that right here on top of violet. And then last but not least, I've got Artist Loft Light Blue. And that's going to be right here in the middle also. Boop. A little dab of that. Yeah. I'm tempted to add a little more, actually. I think I want more blue in this one. I'll just tilt this a tad to get the center or the paint back to the center. This is level. I did use my little level. Make sure your painting surface is nice and level so your paint's not running off on you. I have this cool little level here that I picked up. I got it on Amazon, wicked cheap. So I just plunk that right on there and it tells me if it's level before I start painting. Handy dandy. Got all these little bubbles in here. I want to try to pop. You don't want to have too many bubbles in your paint. Sometimes they do create cool effects, but other times not so cool, depending on what you want. So there's some there, but I don't think they're going to be an issue, so I'm not too worried about them. I'm going to use a black cell activator today as well. My black cell activator is just a combination of black paint and Floetrol. I tend to use Amsterdam Oxide Black for my black cell activator. I'm going to add just a tad more paint here around the edges. It's when I go and blow this out. I need the paint in the center to have something to grab onto. So it'll spread out, reach the edges. Kind of gives it a starting point. Yeah. All right. Looks pretty centered. Now I'm going to put my cell activator on and I'm going to blow it out by blowing down into the black and out over the other colors. So excuse my head for a moment while I do that. All right. There we go. We've got some bare spots here that you don't want, so you want to make sure you'll get paint in all these areas. And you spin it. If you don't have the paint in all these areas, what'll happen is your paint will get stuck right where it is and it won't move because it has nothing to grasp onto. To flow off the sides and the edges here. Big bubble coming up there. We'll just take our toothpick. In this case, I use this skewer, wooden skewer. I had a toothpick earlier, but it broke. So I have this next to me, so I'm using this. Basically the same thing, except big brother. Big brother to the toothpick. All right, we got cool stuff going on. We got some good cells coming up. I see some air bubbles popping, which is good, which means I don't have to pop them. Not too many, I only saw a couple. Like I said, you want to make sure all your sides are covered. You want to make sure the paint's reaching all the way over to the edges and all the corners, because we're going to spin this in a second. And when you spin it, you want to make sure your paint's fluid. You want to make sure it moves. It's a little light on paint there in that corner. Like this. You can see lots of paint underneath there in these layers. It looks cool. Let's see if we can get some of it to come up. All right. This is going to be pretty. I like these colors together. I thought I just saw a bubble, but I think it just popped right here. Yep. These colors will dry darker as well once it dries, but then once you put on a coat of varnish or some resin over top, the colors all brighten back up again. They look awesome. Looks just like it does when it's wet. So that's pretty cool. Lots of good cells right there in the middle. I'm going to spin it a little bit. We'll see what happens. What's going on lately? A lot of white coming out in my paintings. But that's okay. It's pretty. Don't usually just have quite this much white, but not complaining. I'm just saying it's different. And different is good. Look at that. That's pretty. There's like a little bit of an iridescence in that blue I put down. That's probably really hard to see in the phone. But this is cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna try to get some lacing here with the cell activator. It's starting to show up more. It's funny because all the cells are around the edge a lot. Not necessarily in here. There's a few, but all right. Let's try spinning again. See what happens. So as I'm spinning, the paint is coming off the sides of the tile and the edges. All falling down onto my mat here. The paint in the center starts to spread out. So these edges you lose because they come off, and then the center spreads out and the cells in the center start to stretch. Kind of neat. Turning it so you can see it from different angles. We'll spin one more time. Leave me some comments, please. I'd love your feedback. I'd like to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, anything you want to see, any specific colors you like, you want like a special color, your favorite color combination. This is looking really pretty. I like it. Spin again. There's a lot of paint on here. I didn't think there was that much, but it always surprises me how much actually comes off and how much actually stays on. Okay, I hope I didn't make you dizzy. Well, these are cool. The cells, they're pretty. I like the way the purple mixes with that green. Yeah, a lot of the white has actually come off. I'm actually happy about that. I'm thinking I'm gonna do, well, let's see. I'm thinking I'm gonna spin again, but I'm also thinking this edge needs a little more paint over here to get it going. So a lot of paint's already come off. I'm just picking some up off my mat and tapping on here, trying to get it going a little bit. Let's try that. Ooh, yep, a little paint coming off. There we go. Wow. Wow, that was a good spin. All right, this is pretty. Very cool. It's different. Very different. This art form is very fun. It's cool. It's different. It's always a surprise. You never really know what's going to happen. You think you do, but you don't. You have something in your mind, and then when you go try to put it down on tile or canvas or whatever you're painting on, usually comes out completely different. Okay, this is pretty. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like this. I like it. Actually, you know what I might do? I think what I'm gonna do, wow, these cells are really pretty. They're like multicolored. As it starts to dry, it'll change to a bit more. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take some glitter. I'm gonna put it throughout. I have here a purple, pretty purple glitter. Sometimes I do this, adds a neat effect to my finished product. Add a little more sparkle, more glitz and glam. I got some iridescence in that blue, but I think I lost a lot of the blue. There's a little bit throughout. You probably can't see it very well on the video, but there are layers to this that I can see from my angle. The light is behind the phone, shining down, so I can kind of see different than what you probably see straight down direct over the tile. I can see different layers of different colors. It's really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this, I'm going to sprinkle a bit in my hand. Just a tiny bit, not much. A little bit goes a long way, you know. I don't want the thing covered in it. I just want to have a little bit of a added glitter to it. A little shimmer. So I can see it from my angle. I'm not sure you can see it. I would guess not, but I don't know. Till I play back the video and watch it. Maybe I'll be able to see what you're seeing, but right now I cannot see what you're seeing. And obviously you can't see what I'm seeing. I'm trying to avoid the white areas. I don't think I want the purple glitter in the white areas. I'm just trying to get it in the colored areas. That's a little tricky. From my angle, it looks like I did a really good job at that because I don't see any in any of the white areas. I didn't put any in the center. I just kind of have it where it shoots out from the middle. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I'm gonna do one thing because this edge to me looks a little muddy. It looks like it ran out of paint. I'm gonna add just a dab of house paint along this rim. And I'm gonna spin it a bit one more time just to get that to flow over. I don't want that on there. I want it to be a nice finished edge. It doesn't look muddy. So there we go. That looks better. Much better. Much, much, much. Cool. One more little spin. Thanks for watching my video. Appreciate it. Hope you're all having a great day or evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. This came out really good. All right, so one last thing. Always pull the paint off the bottom of your piece so that you don't have all these drips. Depending on what you plan to do with your tile, your artwork, after it's dried and cured and varnished and or resined. Sometimes you might want to tape the back of your work so that you don't get all this paint at the bottom on the underside. Sometimes it looks cool though. Sometimes it's a nice touch to leave it because it shows that it was a piece of art that you created. All personal preference, of course. All right. Well, this looks really pretty. I'm gonna leave it just like this. I'm gonna take you guys down here with the cell phone for a close-up. Okay, here we are, everybody. Zooming us in here for a close-up on this tile. Got a little bit of a glare from the light. My apologies. I'm gonna see if I can try to move this so we don't have a glare so you can see it better. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. I'm not sure you can even see. Wow, this light is quite a glare. I don't know if you can see even any of the glitter that I put throughout. It's very hard to catch it. You have to catch it sort of in the light. Otherwise you don't see it. But this is really neat. See all the different coloring between those cells? Those purple, green. That's neat. Really pretty. It's so funny, I don't see any glitter coming out in the phone, but I can see it when I look at it with my own eye, not through the phone. But look at those. Isn't that cool? Amazing. I was expecting to get more cells out of this, not just these white ones. But it still looks awesome. It's really pretty. I like these colors together. Well, tell me what you think. When I'll let you go, have a great day, great night. Whatever you got going on, have fun. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, please, and like the video. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.